I have a very, very exciting thing to tell you, so please stick around so that you will know what it is. I recently read a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and the habits aren't meditation and eating healthy and all of these things. No. These habits are the essential fundamental laws that govern interactions with yourself, with others, and what keeps the wheel spinning, so to speak. Unlike many authors that tell you what to do, like Dale Carnegie, as an example, Dale Carnegie he gives you strategies like talk about what the other person likes and they'll like you because you're talking about something they like with them. And that's a strategy, that's something you can do. But Stephen Covey says, this is change that's coming from the outside in, and that's not how it works. He says that change comes from the inside and out. This is all neat, but why am I telling you this? Well, because in one place we've got someone who gives you habits, who gives you frameworks that influences all of your decisions and makes life much easier. And over here we've got strategies, just simple things that you can use that don't really influence your life that much, but they're tools you can use. After reading this book, I realized that if you look at the information that you have, even in deep places on the internet, those golden mines of health information, they're all strategies, they're all protocols, there's no overarching understanding. The only way to get overarching understanding is to have a huge amount of health information and experience, and then to really, really think, well, why is it this way? Why is it that I have to eat this way and do these things? What made it so? What governs the laws of health? As the great thinker Jordan Peterson says, you shouldn't write because you have the answers. You should write to answer the question. You're gonna discover it by writing this book or this essay. And I shit you not, I was writing this book and then suddenly I realized, well, what I'm writing about right now are the fundamental laws of health. I found it. I just found the fundamental law of health. And I have never, ever seen anyone talk about this law. Now, the book is called The 6 Health Commandments, and the reason I'm really emphasizing this first law is because it governs all the other laws. It governs everything. And once you understand that, health becomes super duper easy because you can apply this to any decision that you make from a health perspective. And then, of course, you've got the other commandments. I'm calling them commandments. Laws, commandments, doesn't matter. But I think commandments sounds good. So, you've got the commandment of evolution. You've got the commandment of intelligence, which I haven't heard anyone talk about, except Maxwell Maltz in his very, very famous Psycho-Cybernetics. You've got the commandment of processing, commandment of stress, commandment of bacteria, and commandment of light. And I really want you to read this book, because if I had gotten this book 2017, 2018, especially 2017, I would have never developed IBS, acne, eczema. I would have gotten everything I wanted to know. That's the catchphrase of this book. Everything I wanted to know, all in one place. Now, how do you get this book? Now, first realize that I'm not giving away this book for free, and there's a very specific reason for that. No one reads free stuff. Now, I've found many free good resources online, and let me tell you that I barely read them. I download them and then I barely read them, and maybe I go in there once in a while, la-di-da, but I never read the whole thing. When I buy books, I read the entire thing. Why? Because if I buy it, I know the value, I know that I really want to read this. Everyone who buys the book will read the entire thing. This is just me giving you the opportunity to really absorb this knowledge, while, of course, supporting me. The only thing you have to do to get this book is go to excellentlyhealthy.com and click any of the red buttons you'll find on the page. And you could also watch the video that I have over there. I made an unlisted video. Sure, I could just make videos and explain all of the stuff in my video, in the book, in the videos. And I've done a little bit of that, but I can't go in depth over here. I mean, I would have to make 1 hour long videos, and that would tax me and that would tax you, and no one would probably watch that. So that's why I wrote the book, so that I can go in depth, so that the language can be clear, because it's hard to formulate these things through to the spoken word. When you have a page, when you have a book, you can really structure it and go in and read it several times to really get the message out. When I present evidence over here, it's usually in the form of editing, or I put things in the description. There it's very direct. If I put evidence, you'll have the exact link to that paper, article, whatever it is, at the bottom of the page in the form of a footnote. Lastly, go and look at my first video and look at how I look now. Compare those two faces. Everything I've ever achieved when it comes to health has come through applying the 6 health commandments, the stuff you'll find in the book. Now, with that said, thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here, and if you haven't subscribed, do so. I want you to be a part of the community. Go and achieve excellent health. I know you can do it.